be different every day after that. I pray that you would change us from the inside out this morning. May your name be lifted high. In Jesus' name. Amen. So, you understand the setting here of 1 Timothy. We've been talking about it a little bit, but Paul has left Timothy as kind of a liaison between him and the church at Ephesus. Okay, he's not necessarily the pastor, but he's a leader there, and he's to deliver Paul's words to the church there at Ephesus. And so Timothy's a pretty solid guy, right? He followed Paul around a lot. He learned from Paul. He learned from the disciples. He learned the gospel. He's a believer himself, a leader, a young leader, but he has things that he needs to work on, right? Because if you look through this passage, this is written to Timothy. Some of it about the church, but also some of it is specifically for him and the things that he's struggling with. So I would say, and this is kind of a commentary, but as he tells him that bodily training is of some value, right? Bodily training is good. He says it's good, but it's not the most important thing. So I want to give that as much attention as he does. I think he says it's good for this life and it helps you to be healthy. But it's not the best thing, and it seems that potentially Timothy was trying to be healthy on some level, and he was training well, and yet at times he was putting that above the other types of training, right? Which would be training in godliness. So he urges him first to have nothing to do with irreverent or silliness, but to train himself for godliness. To have nothing to do with things that would lead you away from godliness. So what is godliness? Most of us, I think, when we, especially in the church, when we think of godliness, we would think of someone who has their life put together, who knows the Bible, who is very moral, upstanding, who leads well or does everything right and doesn't do the wrong thing, who does their taxes in an honest way, and actually pays them. Monday. But when you look at the scriptures and you approach what godliness is, well, first of all, he defines it here for us before this. But being godly is not necessarily just to be moral. Because you see Jesus throughout the New Testament, the main people that he was against, that he confronted publicly, were those who were moral. The Pharisees. They were moral people. Their external life in a moral way was something that people would attribute godliness to because they did right. They followed all the laws. They followed all the rules. They were in teaching positions. They taught people how to follow all the laws, how to follow all the rules. They were supposedly the godly ones, and yet you see Jesus publicly condemning them for the error in not being godly. So what's the disconnect? Paul tells us here in 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16, what godliness is. And it's going to be really simple, and you're like, all right, well, I already knew that. But for some reason, it's necessary that we say it because we miss it. Because we're missing it. Because Timothy, this actual godly teacher, was missing it. Because the church at Ephesus was missing it. They were missing something. And it was a simple little thing that we allow to leave our lives quickly. As soon as we leave church, honestly, this will probably leave your mind and your heart. Probably. It does it most Sundays. I I do that sometimes. It leaves me. I get focused on a lot of things that we'll talk about here in a minute. But here's what he says in verse 16. Great indeed, we confess, is the mystery of godliness. He was manifested in the flesh, vindicated by the Spirit, seen by angels, proclaimed among the nations, believed on in the world, and taken up in glory. Mystery of godliness laid out for you and for me. It's Jesus. Jesus elevated above everything else in your life, including your physical health. Jesus at the top of everything. His name, his personhood, and his life and death and that's it. That's the mystery of godliness. It leads us all the time.